Hi there. Today we're going to be learning how to solve systems of equations by graphing. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to find the solution to a system of equations by graphing both equations. The vocab that you need to know, system of equations, what is that? It's a collection of two or more equations with the same set of variables. For example, y equals 5x and y equals 30 plus 2x. Those are two different linear equations, meaning they make a line, and they will have a solution set. Thing that's important to know is there's three different types of solutions you may have with a system. You may have intersecting lines where there is one and only one solution. Okay, you can see that these lines meet right here. That's the point of intersection. That is the solution to the system of equations. You may also see parallel lines. That means there's no solutions. They will never meet. So they have no coordinates would make an intersection between those two lines. So you say no solutions. You could also have two equations that come out to be the same exact line. That means that there's an infinite number of solutions because everything on the line makes the two lines intersect. Okay, let's go ahead and try. Okay, the one thing that's important is you need to get your equations into slope-intercept form before you start, okay? So that's important to remember, and that's why we learned that first, right? So, for example, the first one's already in slope-intercept form. You can see y equals x plus 1. That means that there is a 1 slope and a y-intercept of 1. The second equation is not in slope-intercept form yet, so we want to get it into slope-intercept form. So we will subtract x off both sides and be left with y equals negative x plus 7. To graph it, super easy. Plot your y-intercept first. So on the first line, it is a 1, and then it has a 1 slope. So we will be going up 1 over 1, all positive. I can also do a down 1 over left 1 to make a positive slope, because a negative over a negative would make a positive, right? Then we will use our line tool, connect our dots, make a line. Sometimes with the iPad, you have to kind of zoom out to make the line hit the coordinates that you want to hit. So just be careful of that. Okay, draw your arrows to show that it is a line that goes on infinitely, and then choose a different color to graph your second line. The next one is negative x plus 7. So our y-intercept is 7, so we're going to graph way up here. And then we have a negative 1 slope. So that means we will go down 1 and over right 1. We can go down 1 and over 1 again. And let's just keep going until we meet up. And you can see we will meet right there. So sometimes you have to graph more than 2 points. That's okay. You can also draw your line and find the connection that way. Okay, so the point of intersection is at 3, whoops, let me take that line tool off so it's easier to read. The point of intersection is at 3, 4. That means that 3, 4 is the solution to the set of equations. You can test it by plugging those numbers into the equation. So y equals x plus 1. If we plug in 4 for y, 3 for x, 3 plus 1 equals 4, it checks out. We can do the other equation too. 3 plus 4 equals 7, that also checks out. Let's do the next one. Okay, they're both in slope-intercept form, so that's easy. The first one has no y-intercept, it looks like. Well, we know that means that it is at 0. So our y-intercept is 0. We have a negative slope, so we will go a negative 1. We'll go down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1, and I'm going to go up 1 over 1 as well to make a nice line, and then I will connect it. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and do our next equation, x minus 4. So our next one, let me get that off. Our next one is negative 4 is our y-intercept. And we have a positive 1 slope, so let's go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Look at that. There's our point of intersection. We will draw our line through there. And our ordered pair, solution should always be written in ordered pair form. Our ordered pair is 2, negative 2. Let's plug it in. So 2, negative 2 is our y. X is 2, so opposite of x would be negative 2. That checks out. Sorry, Chiefy's barking so much. Negative 2 equals 2 minus 4. That also checks out. That's our solution. You'll be doing 4 more on your own. Let's just take a look at them and see if there's anything weird about it before you start. These are all in slope-intercept form, so that should be no problem for you. On the next page, the graphs are on the following page. Sorry about that. Everything looks good. There's only one that you need to change into slope-intercept form, and it's this one. Okay? Graph here. Remember what we learned in the very beginning, that if your lines end up being parallel, that means there's no solution. If your line ends up being the same exact line, that's infinite number of solutions. If you have an intersection, you need to have an ordered pair solution. Ordered pairs are always written X, Y. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and have fun with this. It's pretty easy. Okay, bye for now.